My name is Josh Van Valkenburg-Gernert. I'm here with quarterback Jake Martinelli. Thanks for joining me today, Jake. I'm just kind of getting started. The last couple of years you've had a really experienced quarterback group, and obviously you still have you and Jayden up front, but outside of that it's pretty much a bunch of new guys. What has it kind of been like bringing those guys along in camp?
Yeah, I mean, we got 3 new young guys. They're coming along really well. We got them pretty prepared over the summer, just meeting as a group together, me, Jayden, and those younger guys. And we're really just kind of pulling them along. It's obviously really nice to have me and Jayden at the helm to kind of lead those guys, and they're progressing along really good, and I think they'll have a chance to really make an impact on our team.
Sure, and for you, how kind of hard can it be sometimes knowing you have a guy like Jayden coming back? Obviously he's had a ton of success, but obviously the competitor in you would like to get out there a little bit too. What's that kind of like, and how do you stay prepared?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, me and Jayden are probably 2 of the closest guys on the team. We've got a really good bond. We know it's a competition every single day, every single meeting. We come out, push each other, and it's really only going to make us better. And so our goal is always just we want the best guy on the field playing, and I think we've done that the past couple of years, and it showed, and Jayden's done awesome. And I'm just kind of always there, ready to go when the time calls.
Sure, and you two kind of do bring a little bit different skill sets to the table too. So what is that kind of like to be able to, feed off each other and learn, from his strengths while he kind of learns from your strengths too?
Yeah, I mean, we've both kind of taught each other a couple different things. Jayden's really taught me how to kind of manage a football game, I would say. Coming from, Arizona high school football, it's kind of just a little hectic. Trying to just be more organized, read signals a little quicker, where he was able to do that. And then, I've been able to teach him kind of how to run the ball a little more, coming from a triple option offense in high school. And we've kind of just played off each other's strengths and kind of molded together to really, make us more dynamic on offense.
Sure, and you were just named captain today a little bit ago. Jayden, too, what does that mean to you, to yourself, and then also having 2 QBs in the room, both be named captains?
Yeah, I mean, to myself, it's always been a goal of mine. I've gone through a lot of adversity through high school and college football career. So to get an honor like that with the limited playing time that I've had just goes to show that I'm able to do what I can do while still not being on the field. Having 2 quarterbacks in the room, I think, is honestly great. Like I said, we're both really close. We both lead kind of in our own ways, and we're able to kind of bring the team together. It just shows that, even though we're competing every day, we do want what's best for the team, and that's what we're going to do every single day.
All right, thank you so much for joining me today, Jake. I'm here with quarterback Jayden Johannsen, going into probably your 3rd year with significant playing time now. COVID year, I guess 4th year, technically, yeah. One of those. Just kind of, what have some of the expectations been, and what have you kind of seen change, in your time here in terms of your expectations for yourself and then just the team overall?
I think we've had a big mentality shift here at this program. Now we're expecting to win big games and be in these big games every time. That's the standard. We expect that. We don't just hope to be there. I've seen that change with the young guys coming in. So year in and year out, we have great senior leaders right now. So it's been huge. There's a complete mentality shift in this program.
Sure, and you a little bit ago you were just named captain along with Jake, another quarterback. What does that mean to you personally to be a captain, and how important do you think it is to have 2 QBs in the same room, both captains?
Yeah, I mean, it just speaks volumes of what the team thinks about me and Jake. So I mean, I'm humbled to be named captain, but and just give credit to Jake, because he has a high football IQ. I mean, he's been a great friend to me, great quarterback to have in the room. We push each other every single day at practice. So to have someone like that be recognized and to be in the same room with him it's been fun.
Sure, and last year you were pretty successful as a passing offense and offense in general, but obviously losing 2 pretty key skill players. What do you guys feel like you have to do to kind of improve upon last year?
Yeah, I mean, we just got to stick with the program, stick with what we've been doing. We've been getting better every single year. We got a lot of guys that maybe hadn't had as many minutes yet, but they're ready to play. So I'm just excited for these guys to get a chance to show what they can do on the field.
Sure, and individually, what are some of your goals? Where do you see your game can improve?
Definitely taking care of the football a lot better. The ball touched the ground too many times last year, in my opinion. So that's a huge one. Just putting the ball where it needs to go, keeping the ball in our guys' hands, not on the ground, not in their hands. So that's a major focus for me this year.
All right, thank you so much for joining me, Jayden.
Thank you.
My name is Josh Van Valkenburg-Gernert. I'm here with head coach Charlie Flohr. Thanks for joining me today. I'm just kind of getting started. Let's talk a little bit about your quarterbacks. Pretty much every year here, you've been able to bring back at least a couple experienced quarterbacks. What do you think that's been able to do just for your experience in that room and then taking that to the field?
Yeah, having some experienced quarterbacks has been very beneficial for our football team. We got Jayden that's been back really going into his 4th year, done a phenomenal job of growing off the field, which in my opinion is probably one of the bigger things. He's really changed his game from the on-field standpoint, but what he's done off the field to help with himself as well as our football team's really helped out. Then you got Jake Martinelli, who's again been here for 3 years, hasn't played a whole lot of snaps, but has been in our system for a long period of time. So, those two guys having the amount of experience that they've had has been very beneficial for us, and they've done a great job with our incoming freshmen and trying to get them ready to go when their time's called.
Sure. What kind of things does, obviously quarterback's a tougher position, especially jumping from high school to college. There's a lot of additional reads, progressions, and things you got to learn. What have those two done to help out some of those younger guys?
I spend a lot of time on the field as well as the film room. The film room is where we feel we've made our biggest strides. They've taken a lot of time on their own to bring those young guys in, watch a lot of film, just have the understanding of what the progressions are. Even situational football, first downs, second downs, third downs, what we should be doing with the ball, what we shouldn't be doing with the ball. So they've done a really good job of leading a lot of player-led meetings with the quarterbacks as well as the receivers to, again, make sure everybody's on the same page.
Sure. Last year, obviously, Jayden had an extremely successful year. He was pretty much top 10, top 20 in most statistical categories. Where do you see in his game that he can take another step?
Yeah, just probably taking care of the football. That's that one thing that we've stressed as an offense this year is we have to take care of the football. We can't put our defense in some bad situations, and we did that last year. That may or may not have cost us the game, but we've got to take care of the football. You look at us statistically, and when we've won the turnover margin compared to when we've lost the turnover margin in wins and losses, and there's a huge direct correlation there. So we have to continue to take care of the football. We've got to continue to keep our quarterbacks upright, and they have to just know the situations and what they can do as well.
Sure. Then moving on to the team as a whole, you've obviously accomplished some pretty good things. Back-to-back winning seasons for the first time in 40 years. What do you kind of have to feel like are the next steps to maybe push towards the top of the RMAC?
And just overall consistency, continue to develop depth within our football program, continue to compete every single day. It's a tough and stressful league. We've got teams in our league that have made the playoffs consistently. We had a team last year that played for the national championship, and when you go back and look at a lot of the games that we've been in with those upper echelon teams, they've been close, and our kids are starting to understand that we're not too far ahead. It's a few critical things that we've got to continue to take care of as a football team, and a lot of it just comes down to overall discipline within the game, taking care of the football, not giving up explosive plays, getting more explosive plays as an offense, and then just overall conversion down. So those are the things we've had to continue to stress here, and then just have our kids understand that we're so close, and what do we need to do to take the next step.
Sure. Recently, the RMAC preseason poll came out. I know the importance of those things aren't extreme, but it's got to mean something to you guys to be, 4th. That's the highest ever. That means you're starting to get some respect around the RMAC. What does that kind of mean to you as a coach?
It does. It means a lot for what our staff and what our team's been through the last couple of years. We've had great senior leadership. I can't stress that enough. Every year, our senior class has really stepped up and done everything that we've asked. We've had different teams every year, as kind of coach speak as that is, it's true. Every senior class is different. What they want to achieve is different. This year, our leadership council and our senior class, they want to leave their legacy in the best it's ever been. And for us to do that, we have to, again, take the next step, do some of the things that we haven't done in the past in order for us to continue with the respect that we're getting from around the league.
Sure. And you just got done naming your 5 captains for this year. How important is that to, have a solid group of captains? You usually only do 4. You said it was kind of tough to select. What does that mean to your program?
Yeah, it says a lot about our kids. You know, we've got great kids. You know, those 5 guys have done everything that we've asked all summer long. They've been part of our leadership council, and then when you kind of see our team vote for, you know, those guys, it just reassures that, you know, we've got good kids within our program. We've got good leaders. And like I challenged those captains today in front of the rest of the team, they're going to have some tough decisions that they have to make, just like me. But they're mature enough young men. They can handle those situations. And I'm just excited for that captains group and the leadership council to help leave our legacy with this year's season.
All right, thank you so much for joining me today, Coach Flohr.